Welcome to the Not Nerd Show. I'm Nate Heath, and we are here to help you tech better. Here with me, as always, Mr. Dave Baylor.
Oh, well,
Oh,
I didn't notice. Did we start already?
yeah.
Okay.
Thought
Hi.
about it.
How's it going? I was playing a little Hogwarts Legacy, previous pick of the week, if you
Yes,
recall.
I do. How could I forget?
It's the best.
Yes.
So, how's it
Oh,
going? Tell me.
it's going pretty
Oh,
good.
wait, Nate, before you answer that question, I think I forgot this last week. I just want to remind everybody we're going to be talking about your hat today. We're going to be talking about tips and tricks from little old moi. Just the headlines, everybody's favorite Just the Headlines segment. There are no other ones on the internet and more. And that could include all kinds of things.
Yes. As we do. Well, you did mention hat.
Yes, and you're coming to us from parts unknown.
Yes, parts unknown this week, and with no green screen.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. It's the NBC logo.
Yes.
What is
This
that?
is a Aaron Draplin design thing. As you know, Dave, I was
Yeah.
able to make another trip to Mecca this past week. He was doing a garage sale, and it worked out on Saturday. Isla and I went over to Draplin. He's a local designer that I have many of his hats, and
A
it's
local
great to hang
designer
out
who
with him.
serves national market, though.
Oh yeah. I think he's 275,000 followers on Instagram.
Wow.
Um, but yeah, I got to talk with him and his partner and shop for some hats. He just had, so he's trying to pare down some of his collections like I should do someday, but he had probably like 2,000 matchbooks that he's collected over the years that he was selling off, but then just random, tools and books. Oh, I got a cool book.
Oh,
That might be a future pick of the week or
okay. You don't
something.
have it with you right now.
I do not. Cool book, but his snowboards. I got a pair of shoes there.
Mm.
It was really cool. It was a lot of fun just to see a portion of his collection. But yeah, very cool for me to be able to do that. I had a good time. Got to talk to him a little bit. So
So
that is where the hat came from.
you've met him a few times. Does he remember who
Yes.
you are now?
Oh, yes. And he told me he sees all my stuff. And
Oh, cool.
Lay, I think they're married. They've been together forever. I will call her his wife. She was talking to me and she's like, "Oh man, see on TikTok, I'm trying to build up his TikTok account, but he just doesn't want to do stuff on there." And so I have more followers than he does on TikTok for
Oh,
PDX Fast Foodies. So
and you have more than me too.
yes,
Mhm.
funny how that works. But yeah, so that was that. But on to more technical things.
Yeah.
I have.
What do you have there? Oh, look at that. It's the iPhone
Dun,
6.
dun,
Oh, I'm sorry. That's the
dun.
17 running iOS 26 for some reason.
Yes,
Look at that.
yes, that is my shiny new iPhone 17 Pro. I did go for the deep blue,
Mm-hmm.
which there wasn't much doubt that I was going to do that.
I would have
I do
guessed
like
that.
seeing people do videos with the orange ones. Everybody's doing their iPhone takes and reviews, and it's like the orange one looks really good on video, but I don't know. I think I would get tired of that. Actually, Draplin said he had an orange one coming that night because he uses a lot of orange in his stuff. But
Hey, fun
um,
fact, I have
yeah,
yet to see those products in person. Friend of the show,
wow,
Tyler, went the other day and saw them at Best Buy, but I have yet. I just haven't made the trip to Mecca yet.
you're losing your mojo on your own mojo.
I get to take my Apple card, I guess.
Yes, but so my pickup, I pre-ordered for store pickup this year, so I didn't have to sit and stare out the window waiting for UPS all day. I
Mm-hmm.
had an 11:15 appointment. Well, I was right by Bridgeport Village at about 9:10, 9:15. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna try. So I stopped by, sent you a picture. There was probably 40 to 50 people line after 9 a.m. So not like before opening, just hoping to get one
Mm-hmm.
without a pre-order. They did have some staff out there checking with people to make sure that, they weren't, they didn't have a pre-order because there's a separate line. I sweet talked the lady. I wore my Apple trucker hat and I said, my appointment's a little later. Is there any way? And she said, well, if we do have a lull, we can, get somebody in there. And there's a couple other people here waiting. Well, I overheard the lady that was sitting there waiting. Her appointment was for 4 p.m.
Oh, geez.
So
That's quite
the
a
Apple
difference.
lady came back to me and she goes, hey, you know what? We're trying to keep them as close to the regular time as possible, but we only have one person in the pre-order line right now. So went in and I said, I don't need anybody to do anything except for hand me the phone and let me sign the thing. I don't need transfer. I don't need any of that. So that probably helped. So I went in there and they assigned me a person. He said, okay, let's get your phone for you. And I said, well, while we're waiting, can we go? Oh yeah, there's the photo.
Yeah.
Uh, while we're waiting, could we go over to the iPhone Air to take a look at that? There's my iPhone box. I think,
There's
there's
the
the
air.
iPhone Air. I only looked at it for maybe 30 seconds, picked it up. It is tethered to the security cable or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, it's thin. I still fully stand by. And your video isn't on this window we didn't catch. That's nice.
I noticed that.
I prefer it that way, but it is a thin phone, but the compromises are just not for me. But yeah, so
Hmm,
then, I mean, I was in the store less than 10 minutes and walked out with my new phone. So
that's great. So streamlined.
yeah, I've been using it for a few days now, been testing out the cameras. I asked some people if they had questions, mostly around the cameras. I did test out we were at the Tualatin Commons the other day, and I had both my old phone and my new phone with me and did some test stuff that I'll try to get posted up. But um, the the zoom, the new telephoto, 48 megapixel telephoto camera, very nice. The selfie camera is improved. I'm trying to find the best ways to test that, but even we were taking a selfie. We did lunch the other day with a friend, did a selfie, and it did the auto zoom to widen out to get everybody in there. So the
Yeah.
wider field of view on the selfie camera is really nice. But that comes to all the iPhone 17s, even the non-Pro. But yeah, no, it's so far so good. It seems to be staying really cool. I haven't done a lot of heavy lifting on it. It's not like a drastic, insane difference from my iPhone 16 Pro, but I did see a friend on X post that he went from the iPhone 10, the iPhone X, to the iPhone 15 Pro.
Oh,
And he
15
said,
or 17?
or 17, I mean, and
Wow.
maybe, yeah, I think it was the iPhone 10 to the iPhone 17. He said it was a big jump, but not as big a jump from his iPhone 5 or 6 that he had before that when he went. So he's on about the 6 year plan for his phone. So obviously you're going to see a bigger difference, but
I mean, that is
um
one advantage of waiting is that when you upgrade, the changes are drastic,
yes,
which is
yes.
kind of nice. But it's also fun to
Yes.
get new ones every year. I mean, if you've got the means, it's fun.
Yeah. Yes, and I would encourage people. There are thousands of iPhone reviews, some good photographer review videos. Tyler Stallman did one, Petapixel, of course, MKBHD. I never really have the patience to do like a review video the way they do. I just kind of start using it and go, which is part of the reason why we still are on our adventure to get up to, where is it? Where is it? Up to 1,000 followers. So I will take this time to remind everybody,
Oh, yes.
please like and subscribe, ring that bell. We want to get to 1,000 subscribers by January for our 10-year anniversary. We are gaining some followers. My little video I did after I picked up my iPhone got us some new followers.
That
So
one right there.
yeah, that's the one.
Yeah,
I think
you
it's
got
got,
quite a few views on that one.
yeah, that is definitely performing well. So it's almost like we should do more short form
I'm not
videos than
sure
sit
if we
here and talk at
should.
people for over an hour every week.
I
But
don't know. I think the hour talking to people
is
is
the
the
key to
key.
growth. Uh,
17,000 views. Yeah, that's what you've got on there.
yeah.
Beating out our
Well,
last just the headlines.
yeah. I had a PDX fast foodie video the other day that usually I get at least 1,000 views on YouTube, and this one has like 37 views. The algorithm is a funny thing. But before this episode does go to uh, 2 hours, oh, I did have one other thing that I found out
Okay.
because I am running macOS Tahoe on my laptop, the newest operating system, which I do believe is causing me some issues
Mm.
that hopefully will work themselves out. But there is a great new feature that did not exist before. If you
Okay.
use Safari as your browser and you got a text message with a code, it would do the autofill like it does on your phone.
Yeah.
It now does it in Brave browser, and it is
Nice.
beautiful. So
Nice.
yeah, you get your verification code, and just like on your phone, it pops up and lets you just pop it in there. So
I
Brave
feel like
browser.
I feel like I've had that with another browser
Oh,
before.
yeah. I didn't know if it was a Tahoe feature or something, but I just noticed it for the first time the other
You know what it
day.
is?
So
Maybe it's from my Spark email client because sometimes those codes come
oh,
in through email and occasionally it'll.
okay,
So we'll have to talk about that in future, but I think that's a great feature because one
yeah,
of the things that the first party browsers like Safari have the advantages they can incorporate all these system level hooks. So it's neat that a
yes,
third party browser can use the same feature. Pretty
yes.
cool.
Yes. And on to our main topic this week. We've been talking a lot of Apple the last couple of weeks, so it is time to talk some
Oh
meta.
boy. Everybody's, oh, hold on.
Yes.
Meta.
Everybody was hoping for some hot Mark Zuckerberg talk this week, but they did have their Meta Connect event last week to talk about their new AI features. They've got some updates to their glasses. Now, the big talk of the town is their new version of the Meta Ray-Bans with a display
Hmm,
that is also
apparently it doesn't want to
in there.
load. There it is.
So they do look a little chunkier than the Ray-Bans that you have, but
That's
now
an
there is a
understatement.
yes, a
So there's
little
the Ray-Bans.
tiny display that you can see stuff on there. You can interact with it. Um, I mean, I think there's a lot of potential around this. Um, Dave, as a Ray-Ban owner and user, what are your thoughts on this?
Well, my thoughts are I wish that my glasses had the display in them because I think it would make them way more useful. And just to recap, the number one use of my Ray-Ban Meta glasses are as sunglasses. I wear them in the car, I wear them when I'm walking outside and various places, shopping, whatever. Secondarily, I use them as headphones,
Mm,
speakers for listening to podcasts while I'm on said walks or outside. Sometimes it's nice not to have my headphones in. And then my third use would be as a camera and a video camera.
yeah.
And I can't say that I use the AI features at all. None. Like, hey, show me what I'm
Yeah.
looking at, or what's the
Yeah.
temperature in Zimbabwe, or whatever. Because, I mean, Siri does all that stuff. So,
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah. So I don't know. I definitely think there is a market. And of course, these screens are only going to get better and everything, but to be able to have some visuals there. So again, like your watch or the audio cues, you're not having to pull out your phone to see what's happening. They do start at $800. Um,
Those ones with the screen, which is
yes.
a little out of my league. But the screen has several advantages. One, you can see content. It also comes with a little wristband type
Oh,
thing, just
yes.
like my watch, and you do things like this, the pinch maneuver. But if you make a fist and do this, it is like a computer mouse. So you can move
Oh,
your cursor back and forth, tap, tap, do whatever. So that piece is almost more exciting
yeah.
than the lens, the screen. I can't remember. It's like micro electrical
Yeah,
something
neural something.
something going on with the wrist. But I can see like maybe Apple in the future incorporating some that into an Apple Watch band, where if
Yeah.
you have that and Apple smart glasses, you can use like a mouse type feature. I hope they don't do the whole Vision Pro thing. This
Where you
this
have
is
to
much
move.
nicer. You don't even have to be looking at your hand. It
Yeah.
doesn't have to be anywhere.
Well,
It
and the
could be in your
Vision
pocket.
Pro, yeah, the Vision Pro, it needs to be able to see your hand, but you don't have to. All the videos you see is people grasping at
Yeah.
clouds. You can do it down at your side. And the Apple Watch does have a couple of the features now that
Yeah,
they've
the
added in, like the tap and the grip to do things. But this
similar.
Meta one has a lot more advancement to it. So,
So
but
that was
they did have
exciting.
some, yeah, they did have some other announcements. They've got a new generation of the regular ones that have a longer battery life.
Which would be
And then
nice.
yeah, same camera, but they support 3K video capture, um,
Hmm.
up to 60 frames per second. But yeah, more battery life, and then they've got the new athlete-focused AI glasses integrate with Garmin and Strava. So the Oakleys
Mm-hmm.
that I don't I have not even seen anybody wearing those in a video.
But you'll notice that the camera has been moved to the center nose piece on the Oakleys.
Oh,
So if you are a snowboarder or something like that, I'm
yeah.
trying to do a close up here. It's a nice point of view for like sports fanatics and, skiers, snowboarders, bikers, motorcyclists, dirt bikers, all those action sports.
Yes.
Um, it's like having a GoPro. Well, the Meta is like that. The Meta Ray Bans are like that as well, but
Yeah.
they're not really designed for heavy activity. Whereas the Oakleys, they certainly look the part.
Yes. Yes. So then they did have some software announcements as well. The Quest headsets can now put real spaces into VR.
I didn't
So you
try this
can,
thing yet. This
yeah, I want to,
hyperscape, where you can. I've seen hyperscapes on there before, but I haven't figured out how to make my own, which I think would be really
yes.
cool.
Yeah, you could create one of your studio. That would be riveting
I
for
know.
people to
Instead
be
of
able
me
to.
walking around in it with my meatballs in my head, I could do it through my virtual screen.
Yes.
It'd be so much better for some
So
reason.
much better.
No, the idea is you create your space and then I could invite you into my space and we're both sitting in my
Yes.
wonderful studio.
Yes,
That'd be
indeed.
cool.
They've got a new entertainment hub for Quest headsets that looks a lot like Apple TV app.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I did
Just
try
to be
that.
able to put all your things into one app.
It'd be great. It'd be great if the streaming services worked on it, like Disney and Hulu. There's these big buttons there on their little thing, and you click on it, and it takes you to a web browser, and it says, "I'm sorry, this content's not available in this device," or whatever. And you're like, so the workaround is to subscribe to Disney Plus, for example, through the Amazon service
Uh,
as an add-on channel, because guess what? There's a Prime Video app that actually works. And Netflix has their own app, but all the other streaming services, it's all through the web browser, and that your mileage may vary, but it doesn't work for me
yes.
very well.
Yes, and then they've got the engine powering the metaverse gets a boost, so they've got more server stuff. That's
Except
that's what everybody does these days, more server stuff.
every
But
time I
yes,
go into the metaverse, I'm just like, this looks like 1991 PlayStation graphics. It's terrible. It's just
yeah,
dumb. It's like 2 frames a second, and I
yeah,
don't know. I don't have fun in there, I guess. The only one
yes,
is where there's a big puzzle on the wall and you can move the pieces and you can do it with other people. That's the only thing I've ever done that I've enjoyed.
wow.
I'm old, I
Well, it's
guess.
still a thing apparently. But so they announced all these products. Now, what got a lot of the press instead of the products was the fact that they did or attempted some live demos. And Mark Zuckerberg, and then I don't know if it was the main guy for the Quest project or whatever they're calling it these
Yeah,
days,
he's the
but
main dude.
yeah, they had some problems. One of them, when Zuckerberg was trying to start an AI call, I think he thought he blamed the Wi-Fi, I think, during the thing, but then it came out afterwards that for some reason they had a special development server that they were going to use for this, but they accidentally turned all of the devices in the room onto that development server.
Oh,
So
geez.
every single Meta device in the room when he said that triggered to try to start an AI call. So it totally
Oh
borked
no.
out and didn't work. Um, and
It's
then the
this is very embarrassing for them. And I thought Mark handled it pretty well, but I don't know what the fallout was after the meeting.
yes, how many
Because it
people were fired?
because everything broke. Mark's demo and then the other guy's demo.
Oh yeah, yeah,
They
that
both
one.
failed. And
He
they
was
blamed it
trying
on
to use the
Wi-Fi.
AI to do some cooking, and then it just totally he's like, "Okay, what's my next step?" And it's like, "Well, now that you've got the sauce made," and he's just got an empty bowl still sitting there. Oh,
And of course, everybody knew it wasn't the Wi-Fi. There's no way it was the Wi-Fi.
yes. Yes, but, yeah, so that was Meta's event last week. I don't know of any other big events coming up. Apple might have some sort of October event, but we've kinda gotten through smartphone season, and then
Hmm.
Meta doesn't do smartphones, so they've got their
There might be some
glasses and
iPads or something coming up. Who knows?
yeah, yeah, we might get some more products, but, you know what I'm looking forward to?
Who knows?
Dave's pro tip of the week.
Well, it's a good thing that you're looking forward to it because we're going to cover it right
Oh,
in the now.
right now.
So many of you brave souls jumped onto the iOS 26 beta, and you're like, I
Yes.
got this glass look, I've got all these features, I got less content on my screen and all this stuff. But less brave people who are getting their new phones or just noticed that there was an update to their operating system have moved into the proper channel of iOS 26. And so today I thought we'd talk about another feature of iOS 26, and that's how to de-glassify it. Easy for me to say, because a
Yes.
lot of people don't appreciate the cool glass. Let's see. I'll give you an example. I got to go to the right phone first here. So here is, let's see if I can turn on my thing. So here is an example of the glass effect. I have a folder
Yes.
up, and you know the stuff is behind it. You can see stuff behind it. Let me go to another screen here real quick. So here's like my app library, and I think I can pop into one of these. So there's all this effects going on. These aren't too bad, actually. These aren't too bad. Oh, there it was at the top. See how the apps kind of go
Yes.
through the app library line there at the top? Well, some people don't like that look. So there's a way to turn it off. So I'm going to go into settings here, and I'm going to go into accessibility. Let me switch over to there. So I'm in settings, I'm in accessibility. Then I'm going to click display and text size. And in there are two major
Major.
items that we want to look at here. The first one being reduce transparency and increase contrast. Those are the two. So
Nice.
look what
Nice finger
happens
point.
when I click increase contrast. I'll leave it on the screen and it'll give you a good idea. So I'm going to click it. I said I'm going to click it. I'm Mark Zuckerberg. Um, I'm going to toggle it back and forth. The contrast has increased. The background items are less
Mhm.
black and dark and more bright and vibrant, giving a greater shade range between the whites and the darks, the lights and the darks. So that's, and you'll also notice in the upper left corner, that circle is getting
Oh,
a
yeah.
it's got an outline on it. So
In
that works
accent.
in accent. So also on the so I just want to make sure that there's nothing there's nothing on my screen that's going to be offensive to anybody, like how many
No
stocks.
classified information.
Yeah, it's no classified. So here we go. My main screen, you'll notice that there's kind of an outline ish. It kind of moves around when I move my phone around. It kind of, let's see. Of course, I put it in a stupid mode. It's got this effect, this
Yeah.
shimmering effect around the boxes and the icons. So if you go into settings and turn on increase contrast, those things now just have solid outlines around them. So I guess that's increased contrast. I think it looks worse. I wish there was a feature where the outlines disappeared altogether like they used to. So that's that. So that's increased contrast. Well, let's talk about reduce transparency. And I'm going to go back into a folder. Here we are. Just a reminder, that's what the folder looks like. You can see the stuff behind there, etc. Now I'm going to reduce transparency and go back to that. Boom, like it completely blacked out the background. And in the app screen, look at this. There's no more little glassy. The whole top is completely grayed out, and the part that you would type into is completely opaque now. So those are the things. Those two settings are what you can do to de-glassify your phone if you're sensitive to that. Or I mean, I got to be honest. I like the look, but sometimes I'm faced with this screen and it's just a mess. It's like,
Yeah.
what am I looking at? And especially if it's like white text. So you'll notice that down by that chicken, it says test flight. And I'm going to go up kind of towards lighter and darker. Like there, it's a little bit hard to see, I got to be honest. And then there, it's great because the contrast is good. But you find yourselves in these situations where the text is just unreadable. And if that drives you crazy, adjust those two settings. There you go.
Nice. Yes, I actually, when we talked about it briefly, when we were talking about iOS 26 last week, I had both those settings turned on and I turned them off so that I can test out the full glass experience.
Yeah, you were like, what's the big deal? This looks almost the same.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I turned it all off. But yes, I am surviving with it. But yeah. Here we go. Thank you for that one. Well, that must bring us to everyone's favorite segment, Just the Headlines.
And just a moment ago, somebody walked by and we missed it.
Oh, man.
And you know what? I'm going to adjust us while we're here. I don't know how these things move around. Like, what? How does that work?
The joys of live stream broadcasting.
I wish I knew how it worked. I wish I knew who set this thing up.
I do not know, but let us get to Just the Headlines.
The Wizard of Oz is grossing $2 million a day at the Sphere.
A new solar panel shield made from onion peels outlasted industry plastics in tests.
Interlune signs $300 million deal to harvest helium-3 for quantum computers from the moon.
Scandal rocks international stone skipping contest.
Librarians are being asked to find AI-hallucinated books.
Astronomers discover previously unknown quasi-moon near Earth.
And finally, Taliban leader bans Wi-Fi in an Afghan province to prevent immorality. I'm sorry.
And those are just the headlines.
It's immortality, not immorality.
That would be good. Well, I don't think we mail this week. Where are you guys at? You got to hit us up unless you had anything come through, Dave.
No, I don't have anything for listener mail. I'm going to wait to press our new sounder for listener mail until
Okay.
we actually have some.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you are
Hey,
a listener and you know what mail is, send it to us.
yeah. And get the new sounder. You could be the one, dear listener, that unlocks the new
You
sounder.
could be.
Yes. Well, let us move on to our takes of the week. Uh, it's only been what 10 months now, but I think we're close to the TikTok selling to
Mm,
new people
I
thing.
don't think it's ever going to happen. TikTok's
Ah,
algorithm to be licensed to US joint venture led by Oracle and Silver Lake. I don't know what Silver Lake is. And Oracle, wasn't she the
people with a
lady?
whole bunch of money.
Oracle was the
Yeah,
lady in The
the
Matrix that was
Matrix.
in the kitchen. That's who that is.
Yes, yes. So the president has announced that they are very close to a deal, and apparently President Xi of China is on board. And then there will be terms of the deal. The latest I heard is that you were going to have to download a new TikTok app, but now you'll be able to stay in the one, but they're going to have a whole new algorithm from the ground up that's made in the US because of all the concerns of the Chinese algorithm. But I
By
think
the
he
time
did
they get
announce
this,
another.
by the time they get it organized, TikTok's gonna there's something we're gonna move on to something else.
Yeah, we'll all be
It's
back on MySpace by
yeah,
then.
totally.
So we'll see. But our next one, by some measures, TikTok has grown bigger than Facebook or Instagram in the United States.
Well, by some
Uh,
measures, I am bigger than all of those. Like, who's doing the measuring?
yeah. Oh, yes. But the monthly app users, TikTok has 183 million in the US, which I do believe, as a former mathlete, that is more than half the US population uses
Mm,
TikTok
I think
um,
the U.S.
every month.
population's 100 and or
No, it's,
340 or something like that.
yeah. So
Yeah.
183 would be 366.
Hmm.
So, but
That's there's no way. I there's a lot of bots or something. There's no way that many people use it.
half the United States, that's a lot of people. Now it does say
Over half of
100.
the United States people are above
Yes.
60.
That's true. A lot of them are on TikTok, and some of them even post on TikTok. I see them
Oh,
in my feed.
okay.
But 102 million daily active users. That's a crazy stat because, like I've talked about with Threads, yeah, I'm a monthly active user because I accidentally click on a link to it every at least once a month. But Instagram, 169 million monthly users, Facebook 157, Pinterest 100 million, Snapchat 70 million, and Reddit at 61 million to top off the list from Sherwood or Similar Web
Hmm.
with that data for us. But
Monthly, daily. Monthly,
yes, oh, you can switch an
daily.
interactive chart. That's why you watch the YouTube, folks, to see
Una,
interactive
Oprah.
charts.
Uma, Oprah.
But yeah, that's an interesting take. I mean, I am on TikTok a lot, posting for PDX Fast Foodie and Not Nerd, and I do see a lot of activity on there. But compared to the other ones, I mean, I think people are tired of Meta products, but is TikTok a better product than Meta? And YouTube is not on that list, which it's not technically a social media, but
There's a
I
lot
could
of
see that.
comments though in YouTube.
Yes,
And
yeah,
Reddit, I'm surprised that there are so few on Reddit since
yes.
basically Google gets all of its content from Reddit now.
Yeah, yes, indeed. Well, it's been maybe a couple weeks since we've had one of these. Online marketplace Fiverr to lay off 30% of workforce in AI push, which we might have mentioned this before because Fiverr's whole thing is that you're paying to have people to do stuff for you.
Hmm.
Maybe it was
Usually a
one of the other
Fiverr.
ones. Yes, hopefully a Fiverr. It has gotten much spendier on there than originally. But it is a great marketplace to find workers. So they're getting rid of a lot of their employees But you would also think that AI is probably replacing a lot of the Fiverrers, a lot of the Fiverrers out there on that.
Fiverr.
So, but yeah, I saw something else, a stat today. I forget what the percentage was. Maybe we'll say 30% of the U.S. workforce thinks that AI is going to replace their job within the next 2 years, which seems quite aggressive, but it's moving fast.
It's a tough world out there. If you've got a job, try to keep it.
Yes, try to keep it. And some people probably lost their jobs in our security and privacy story this week. And I've got a link to the inside the Jaguar Land Rover hack, stalled smart factories, outsourced cybersecurity, and supply chain woes. So they've shut down a lot of their systems.
That's terrible. They can't
Yeah,
even do their
cyber
stuff,
attack.
huh?
Yeah, 3 weeks later, the car maker is still incapacitated, unable to produce at any of its factories across the UK, Slovakia, Brazil, and India, although a Chinese joint venture is thought to be operating.
Hmm.
Sus.
This
But
guy,
yeah,
this guy here, seems a little nonplussed at it all. He's
yes,
not very happy.
the CEO, Adrian Mardell, pictured with Keir Starmer, who's the Prime Minister of the UK.
Wasn't he on Star
Um,
Wars? Keir
I think
Starmer?
he was. We need to
Sounds
go
like
back
it.
to that Star Wars map we had for a bonus odd take the other week. But yeah, man, the cyber hits, and when it shuts down a company like that, it's one thing when they give away all of our data.
Mm-hmm.
It's another when they can't make their Jaguars.
Well, here's a little bit of a hot take, even though these are takes that are not very hot. Um, don't you think that part of the reason this stuff is enabled and happening because of legitimate companies hoovering up so much of people's personal data by turning off all these safety features and uh, tricking people into giving them info and doing all this stuff? I feel like that environment creates um, it creates a place where this type of stuff can be more easily done because there's more information out there that can compromise people, an employee or whatever, because it's all been taken and stolen and put on
Yeah,
Oracle, Facebook, you know, Google, not Apple so much, but all these companies.
Yahoo.
Yeah, everybody's sucking up all this data that from people that they're not really consenting to. And then on the flip side, we see, oh, all these big companies are getting hacked into. And I just think they're related, that there's all
Mm,
this data out there that provides
yeah,
tons of opportunities for people to hack to get into these systems. If so, it's kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy. The companies are taking the data from the people, and the bad guys are taking that same data from the companies because it's valuable. And they're doing things like
yeah,
this.
yeah,
Anyway, I know
yeah.
it's
And
not
I've had,
100% related, but
yeah,
it's
no, I
crazy out
just
there.
had one of my clients sent me an email and said that she had received an email of somebody, from within the company that had asked her to change her payroll to a new bank account and
I get
had
those every
the
day.
routing information. And yeah, I mean, I get a lot of those for different clients. Luckily, my clients are getting pretty good about it, but you can go on LinkedIn and see a lot of people that work for a company, and then you find out who the HR
Mm-hmm.
director is, and you start sending them emails hoping that they're going to click on one and get a bunch of money. And yeah,
And the next
there's,
thing you know, your company's shut down because hackers have gotten into it.
yes, yes. Well, after that joyous story, let us cleanse our palate with our bonus odd take. This one is interesting. You did send in a couple ones, and I'm really excited for that one for next week. But
Yeah.
these are the ignoble prize winners. It is a parody of the Nobel prizes with the ignoble prizes, and so There are prizes given away, and if you scroll down the first one, you've got a great image. Um, and the citation is Tomoki Kojima, Kazato Oishi, Yasushi Matsubari, and a bunch of more names that I'm not going to butcher,
You did
for
pretty good,
their
I thought.
experiments to learn whether cows painted with zebra like striping can avoid being bitten by flies.
I feel like this study has been done before. I've seen this before, but this is a new thing. They're trying it
Yeah,
again, I guess. And
yeah,
uh, under the picture of the thinker here, it says an Ig Nobel Prize honor achievements that first make people laugh and then make them think. So that cow
yes,
one is pretty funny.
yes. And then we've got a chemistry award for whether eating Teflon is a good way to increase food volume and hence satiety without increasing caloric content.
Ooh, please, no, we don't want Teflon. We don't. No,
Yes.
what does.
Apparently, it's an inert plastic that we can eat, and so they were testing whether that makes sense.
Huh? I thought it
Oh
was
man,
toxic if you ate it. So
yeah.
today I
Well,
learned.
yes.
What do we got in physics here?
The physics of pasta sauce, especially the phase transition that can lead to clumping, which can be a cause of unpleasantness.
Well, we got to solve that problem.
Yes, yes. Engineering how foul smelling shoes affects the good experience of using a shoe rack.
Wow.
And they do have much longer descriptions. If you're interested, you can go read through these and learn some interesting science.
This is this
Um,
we can this can be our last one, but this was
yes.
one that was kind of the headline in aviation. The it's for bats whether ingesting alcohol can impair their ability to fly and also their ability to echolocate. So they basically made a bunch of bats drunk and watched them fly around. So good
Yes,
times.
yes. Good science. The link will be in the show notes if you want that. And the thing that you do all want that are should be up for Nobel Peace Prizes are our picks of the week.
And thanks to some clever rearranging of my icons, I think I hit that one just
Yes,
right.
and producer Todd, you have heard the zebra cow story before on the Mark and Toddcast.
Yeah.
Yes, they did cover the in Nobel awards on their podcast.
Yeah. Well, I'm not really going to show this to you like live, but my pick of the week this week is if you're a Mac user, I think an indispensable tool to help you know what day of the week it is. So how many times have it's been like, it's like, oh, are you available this Friday at 2 p.m.? And you're like, I look around, I'm like, oh, let me get and I gotta launch, I'm on my computer and I launch my calendar and it takes a second to load and there it is. And it's like, okay, I'm on the wrong month. And I'm like, I just want a quick little calendar that I can look at. And that's what Itsycal is. It's a menu bar
Mm.
calendar that puts the little date up in the top, and then you click it, and a little calendar comes down. And if you want, you can link it to your events so that they're displayed as well. It's very configurable. You can change the color, other appearance items. You can get it to pop out. You can get it to pop down. And guess what? It's all for the low, low price of free. I've used
Mm.
this for years. Here we go. Integration with the Mac Calendar app. Display calendar events. Join virtual meetings. ISO week numbers, which I've used before. Discrete hourly beep, which, great. Tininess. That is one of the features in it. So anyway, Itsycal. I love it. I use it. If you want a
That
calendar,
is a feature.
yeah. So your this is about the time of the show where where your image degrades quite a bit for some unknown reason. So your computer's probably doing a backup to uh, previous
You
previous pick of the week, Backblaze. I don't know if we're still fans of those guys or not. But anyway, I'm going to remind people
yes.
while he's coming back
It's
in.
like, and I feel like my
Well, anyway,
Yes.
you take a second to get organized. I'm going to tell people about Not Picks. Oh, there you are. You're back a little bit. So Not Picks, find a great source for tech tips and more. And you'll see last week I did the
Mm.
leather Kindle cover. You did the mesh zipper pouch. They're all right there at Not Picks. So Nate, are you ready, or is your video going to hold together for us as you do your pick? He just
I don't know what's going on
hmm.
here.
Well, you're
It's
looking
I
mighty
am I
pixelated.
coming through? I'm coming through vaguely.
You're coming in like a
That is
ghost.
interesting. I do not know what's going on here. Let me do a speed test real
All
quick
right.
because it does.
Well, while you're doing that,
Ooh, yes, it seems like my internet
he's
might
way
have
behind everybody.
taken a break
Just ignore
here.
him. I might shut him off. Who knows? Not picks. Also, don't forget, and I'm going to go to our main website here real quick.
I am I am hurt.
Notnerd.com. Here we go. I wanted to see if we had anything here about CES because it's coming up next January 6th through the 9th. And Nate and I are hoping to go to that. And it doesn't look like our info's on there. It is. I don't know where to find it. But if you're interested in learning more about our journey to CES for 2026, let us know. If you find of any products or services or anything that you would like us to visit while we're there, please let us know. And we'll be sure to do that. Nate, are you back yet?
Yes, and I think I am teleporting back in. I think there's a temporary internet glitch, so I will keep this short. But my pick of the week this week
Oh, what is it?
is, am I working?
Yeah.
It's the iPhone 17 Pro, and more importantly, just the iPhone 17s. I do want to do a breakdown because, like the person I mentioned before, that they waited 5 years to get their iPhone. I was going to do a comparison because I have seen a lot of stuff out there. You know, the regular iPhone 17s are good enough for most people. There are some upsides to the Pro. You do get that new amazing telephoto lens. There's some other advantages to the Pro. But if you break it down over 5 years, I'm going to do some math for next week on what that difference is to just go for the Pro and get the better phone. But I'm really happy with the new phone. I still wish there was a black. I'm a little upset about that, but everything seems to be working very well on it. The battery life, I didn't mention that earlier in the episode. The battery life has been great. It has not been plugged in all day, and I have been using it. I made some videos earlier. I'm still at 50% battery 12
That's great.
hours later.
No
12
plugging
hours
it in?
later. No, I do not. It has not been plugged in once today. So that is some impressive battery life. But yeah, um, some of you out there, my parents, it's time to upgrade your phone. You know, if your phone is, I would say, if it's more than 3 years old, it is definitely time for an upgrade. And if you can only do the Pro, but a pro tip
Oh,
is to check with your carriers. They are doing some heavy discounts. Now, do pay attention to the small print because they might lock you in for 36 months. For some people, that's not an issue, but you can get some good trade in deals on new phones. And yeah, so keep it simple this week. I've got a bunch of other great picks in the queue, but I figured the Pro is new. I've got it. I want to humble brag that I have the new phone, so I'm making it my pick of the week.
it's quite nice. Very stylish. Looks really good.
Yes.
And you didn't get the orange one, but you got the blackest one you could get, which is really just blue. I think it'll grow on you.
Yes.
Look, you're wearing
Yeah.
blue. I'm wearing blue. Nothing
I
wrong with
I
blue.
did realize I went through my closet and the vast majority of my shirts are do have some blue in them, so I'm not going to have to throw away as many shirts as I thought I was. But
At least you didn't get
uh,
orange. You'd have to buy a whole new wardrobe.
oh, yeah, that would be tough. The shoes I did buy at Aaron Draplin's garage sale are orange. So, and I did run into a friend at the Apple store that actually works there. He was picking up his orange phone, and orange is his favorite color. So, It totally makes sense. It just wasn't for me.
Yeah.
And I do thank you. I was able to hear bits and pieces of you talking about notpicks.com. Remember, you can always go there. Oh yeah, there's Drapley. He finally got a new website. His website was like 20 years old. It's
Looks
still
nice. You said
I
his
have
wife put
there's
this
all his
together, or?
orange. He had somebody else put the website together, and it took literally. I talked to him about 3 years ago, and he was like, "Yeah, we're working on the website," and they finally got it out. But he's got some great products there. So that is a previous pick of the week,
It is.
Draplin.com in
This
his
this image
action
right here.
caps.
This image right here is quintessential Draplin design. Big,
Yes.
fat, heavy fonts,
Yeah. And
bold
that is
lines,
his
flat
typeface
colors.
that I do use a lot. I think I might even be using it on our some of our video thumbnails.
Hmm.
It is a
And
favorite. I did purchase that.
I was, oh sorry, where was that? I was talking to our fine friends about CES. Uh,
Yes. Oh, yes. CES coming up in January. That'll be right before our 10-year anniversary. So we've got to make a real big push, get our 1,000 subscribers, go party in Vegas, and then celebrate not shutting the show down for not getting to 1,000 subscribers. So,
yeah, maybe at CES we can get 1,000 subscribers. We should do some
oh
guerrilla
yeah, a
viral
countdown.
thing where we have like a barcode on the back of us and we're like scan for something good
Yes.
and it
Get some more
automatically signs them up.
subscribers. Yeah. So we want to get to let's say 950 before CES, and then we'll be rushing around CES trying to get those last 50 subscribers. Or let's just blow it out of the water and we'll be going for 100,000 subscribers by CES. Why not shoot for the moon?
Now, is this subscribers on YouTube for the Not Nerd Show, or is it across all of our media?
Well,
TikTok
you're
and
giving away I was going to use that as a fallback that
oh,
we
as a
could do it
fallback.
across all, but YouTube subscribers, since that's where
That's
we
the
do the
goal.
show.
What?
Producer Todd says, tell Nate they canceled AOL dial up, which maybe is why he's having problems.
Oh shoot! I guess they did
Yeah,
cancel that, didn't they?
yeah, so
That was the
that's why
problem.
my internet's not working. But yes, so we do have a Ramazon purchase, which is I'm guessing is connected. I really hope it was the same person that bought that hose piece last week,
Yeah.
because this is the aluminum Part E cam lock fitting, 2-inch male cam lock ×2 hose shank Type E cam groove hose quick disconnectors adapter. Pack of
Wow.
two,
That was
4.5 stars on 32 ratings,
huh.
and they've
I mean,
got all your hose sizes there.
it's loved, but just by not by very many people.
Yeah,
But if I ever am gonna buy a 2-inch hose cam
your
groove
Part E cam
disconnect,
lock fitting.
that's the one I'm gonna get. It looks
Yeah,
nice. Is it stainless
yeah.
steel? What is that?
Yeah,
Aluminum.
aluminium.
Aluminium. Yeah.
Yes,
Very good.
that is fancy. So
If that
thank you
doesn't go
to
with the
whoever.
hose, I'm really confused.
Yeah,
Really.
yes, yes. But please, people, please, when you're going to shop on Amazon, go through those Not Picks links first. Buy whatever you're buying on Amazon. Just go over to Not Picks first. Click on an Amazon link. Get over there to help support us. Help support our CES trip this year.
Yeah.
That you could be part of our CES trip. You can support us while you shop on Amazon. It is so easy.
Maybe we
But
need maybe we need to do one of those things where you can buy like a tile,
oh
buy a
yeah,
thing, buy a
buy a
brick
brick on Dave's wall.
either on the back wall here, or maybe we can get shirts printed up that have all of our
Oh,
people who donated on the back.
I will do if you spend. I'm making this claim right here. If you spend over $100 on Amazon and let us know through the Ramazon purchases, we can verify that you've spent over $100. I will make a trucker hat with each person's name that spends over $100 on Amazon.
Through our
I'm committing
affiliate
to that.
link. Not some
Yes, through our affiliate link.
you can't
No.
just go buy $500 worth of stuff and send us your
Yeah.
receipt. It's like, no, you got to
Yes.
use our affiliate
No.
link.
Yes.
Nate, how do they
Please use our
get
affiliate links. I will start a hat and put names on it. for our supporters because it's the easiest way. We don't want you to just send us money directly, which you can do, by the way,
So here's how
if
you
you're
do it. You
feeling
go to
generous.
our not picks and just
Yeah,
click on this Amazon smiley box here on the right
yeah,
side. It'll take you right to Amazon, and you will use our affiliate link as long as you're on that website.
yes.
So
That
there's
easy.
all my
That
crap.
easy. Yeah, you're gonna buy stuff anyways. Even if you're producer Todd and only do it like twice a year, you're
Yeah.
gonna buy stuff on Amazon and
Mm-hmm.
use those links. There's no harm to you whatsoever, just benefit to us, which also benefits you.
Look at all these
So,
deals that are going on today. I could
oh yeah,
easily
some
spend
Anchor.
200
Yeah,
on
I
this.
think is it there's Prime Deals Days coming up in October, but there's early Prime Deals Days. Basically on Amazon, there's eternal deals.
Oh yeah, that's
Um,
their ploy. If it's a
yes,
big red flag, it attracts the eye. They put them all on there all the time.
yes, yes, indeed. Well, with that, we have talked a lot of technology. Rush out, grab your meta glasses, grab a new iPhone,
The
get ready for a
Jackery
new version of TikTok.
$1,200
Yes,
thing.
and get out there and tech better and have better internet than I do at the moment.
Please.